Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds, because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free.
Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you have been here before. I am so happy that you decided to come back and watch another video. Today's video is going to be episode 2 of my March makeover series. So episode 1, if you missed it, was a laundry room refresh. It wasn't some huge crazy makeover, but it definitely helped me to freshen up the space, make it a lot more functional and pretty at the same time. So I can link that down below if you are interested in seeing episode 1. And now we are going to move on to the second part in my March makeover series, which is going to be a makeover of my stepdaughter Hannah's room. Hannah is going to be 18 in July, and it was really important for me to maintain her independence when I was redoing her room. So it's not really like a huge makeover per se, but what I wanted to do was take everything she had. I'm not changing anything. I'm leaving her pictures on the walls. I'm leaving her paintings. She's very artistic. She has a lot of really pretty and unique paintings hung up throughout her room. She has some movie posters on the wall. She's really into music, so she's got records. So her style is definitely her own. I didn't want to change that at all. Instead, I wanted to play that up and just kind of embrace it and add to the room as opposed to change and make over the room. What I was focusing on was just more adult things, monotone bedding, just very neutral colors that she could kind of grow with. If she does change her mind, they'll still fit with anything that she might decide to bring in or switch around. But I really just wanted it to look more grown up, more fitting for an 18-year-old. So I'm sitting in the room now and it's all done. You can kind of see a little bit behind me of what it looked like. It wasn't a crazy mess to start. She keeps her room really clean, actually. There were just a few things that I wanted to change, kind of improve for her to make her space look a little nicer and also make it more functional for her as well. I did buy some things from Amazon. I will link most of the stuff I bought down below. Some stuff I just shopped the house, some stuff she already had. For the most part, everything was already hers and it was already here. So the stuff that I did buy new, I will show you obviously in the video, but I will try to link those down below as well. And again, I was just looking for things that would appear to be more grown up and more neutral so that she could take them with her if she moves out, or if she changes her style, they will hopefully still be things that she can continue to use and will grow with her. If you've ever made over a teen bedroom before, then maybe you understand how it's not really about what I like or what you like when you're redoing the room. It's focusing on what your teen will like. I'm not trying to change her room so when she walks in she doesn't recognize it. I just wanted her to walk in and still get that sense of familiarity, but have it kind of heightened a little bit. Little touches here and there. I will say I've already showed it to her and she loves it, and every time I come in her room it is nice and tidy and clean, which makes me really happy because it makes me feel like she's proud of her space and wants to keep it looking nice. I hope that I did a really good job of embracing her style while still incorporating little things here and there to make her room kind of have a bit of a glow up. Let's get into the video and you can see what I did. I'm going to start out by painting the handle on Hannah's nightstand. I wanted to paint it just kind of a gold color to make it a little fancier and make it stand out. So I figured I would get this done first because it would need a little bit of time to dry, and it should have plenty of time between now and a few hours when Hannah gets home. So I just had this can of gold spray paint left over from other projects that I did. So I went ahead and knocked that out and let it sit out to dry.
Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign.
Now I'm going to take everything off the walls. I'm not changing anything. These pictures that are up are Hannah's pictures that she's painted. She is really artistic and takes art classes in school, so I didn't want to get rid of anything. Again, this is a makeover that is focused on Hannah's style and Hannah's things. If I was going to do this room for me, I would do things the way that I like them, but because this is a makeover for her, I wanted to make sure that I was still keeping up things that she wanted and that were special to her. My main goal is just to rearrange things and make it to where things are a little bit more put together. So I wanted to get some shelves up and just rearrange her paintings so that they looked a little bit more in order, I guess you can say. So we're going to go ahead and just clear everything off if I can. I wipe things down and clean the surfaces and try to do a little bit of cleaning here and there just to get everything all set so that I have a blank slate to start with.
We could take things slow. Say you think about it too. When the lights go out and there's no doubt that I should be with.
Hannah was using a plastic laundry basket for her clothes, and she always leaves it just sitting out in the middle of the room, so it takes up space and it's not very pleasing to the eye. I found this really cute collapsible one on Amazon. It's nice because it's lined with the plastic, so it's a little bit waterproof, and it has these handles on it too. It's a really good size, and it's going to fit where I want it to not take up any extra space and still serve its purpose for her laundry. I will link this down below for sure. I might even get one for me and for Eleanor and Lucy's room because I just loved it so much, and the price was really affordable. I'm going to be putting her laundry basket in the corner over here, but first I wanted to sweep because there were lots of bits of paper and dust and dog hair. So once I swept that, I was able to adjust it to where this would fit perfectly in the corner. It's still where she can access it, but it's out of the way so you don't just see this pile of dirty laundry laying in the middle of her floor. I really like how this looked. Now what I'm going to do is take out all these bins. As you could tell from the before shots, it's just very jumbled looking because everything was mismatched. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out and try to keep them uniform with the same color. I was pretty lucky because Hannah had already gone to the Dollar Tree and bought these gray and black bins. So I went ahead and used those for the top row because it was fortunate that she ended up having 4 of them, which worked out perfectly. And then I have these other 4 gray bins that I used in Lucy and Eleanor's room. So I decided to swap those out with the tan bins that Hannah had and put the gray ones in Hannah's room instead. So they're not exactly the same color, but they're still in the same family of colors. And I just think it makes it look so much nicer, and it definitely makes it look a lot more grown up than having just a random color here, a milk crate over here. So, I mean, you do what you can with what you've got, and she was rocking it, but I figured it was time to make her room look a little bit more grown up since she will be 18 in a couple months. And I just thought this would be the perfect way to usher in being an adult, quote unquote, and having everything look a little bit more grown up. So I really love how this looked when I was all done. I just think it made it look neater and cleaner and more put together. Hannah bought this little mini artificial fiddly fig plant, and I wanted to kind of dress it up a little bit. So I got this basket. It was a set of 2 on Amazon. So I kept the bigger one for a plant that I have in my room, and the smaller one perfectly fit for fiddle leaf. So I just think that looked extra cute and definitely gave it some added interest instead of just the plain white pot. Here's the area all done. I love it. It looks great. I do have a cord cover for the cords coming later, so I will get that put on there when it gets here. Next, I'm going to do the window. I got these fairy lights, and I thought that the gauze curtain would be the perfect thing to have in front of the fairy lights and still let them shine through, but make it look a little bit more ethereal. These lights were so cool because they came with a remote too, with different settings, which is perfect because that way she can turn it on and off from her bed and not have to get up and unplug it. They were really easy to hang. They came with these little hangers, so I just tucked those onto the top part of the blinds. And that was it. I unraveled them, and it could not have been any easier. They were very affordable. I will link those down below too. It was another Amazon purchase, and they looked so pretty once they were all lit up. It added just the right amount of touch of kind of girly and delicate without being too in your face with little twinkle lights everywhere. Moving on, Hannah had these two shelves out, so she really had them decorated nicely. I just decided to move them around because I moved artwork from the other side of the room and I didn't really have anywhere else to put it. So I took everything off, cleaned them off, and decided to rearrange them so that I could put more artwork over here. But other than that, I really left everything the same. She has these really cool old school Polaroid cameras that she wants out, and then just some fake plants that she had. So everything looked really, really nice. There was also some very sentimental items that she had up there that, again, I did not want to take away. So this is definitely her room, her style, and I wanted to keep that in mind as I was doing this makeover. So not really change her style, just kind of add to it and enhance what she already had there. Once these shelves were done, I moved on to hanging up some more pictures. I thought that 2 pictures over this chalkboard wall that she has would look really nice and kind of group them together a little bit better. So all I did was just make sure they were level and put those over the little chalkboard wall so that way they were still visible and they kind of looked a little bit more cohesive.
Told me more.
I had some leftover shelving and I wanted to put up a shelf over Hannah's bed, so I ordered some brackets from Walmart and then just reused the shelf that I had from an old entertainment center that we no longer use. So I wiped the shelf down and then hung up the brackets, and I wanted it to be high enough to where nobody would hit their head, but that you could still see everything, and I just thought it would be so nice to have an extra shelf for her to display some more of her things.
I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me. Reach out to me.
I think this area looks so nice, and I'm so glad I decided to add this shelf. It really does help to display her things better. On this wall over here, instead of the bulletin board, which was falling apart, I decided to take some twine that I had and tie sections of twine so that she could hang pictures on the twine instead of the bulletin board. I just thought it would look a little bit more delicate, and I also thought it would look kind of trendy. I've seen this in a lot of rooms for teens and like dorm rooms, and I just think the look is so cute. So I thought, well, we can take advantage. If she doesn't like it, I can always get her another bulletin board to put up. But this just to me looked nicer and left a little bit of space. So I didn't have the clothespins yet, so I will show you the finished product once the clothespins come. I'm moving on to this little desk area now. I'm just going to clean it off, wipe it down and put some new shelves that I got up, and I just kind of wanted to pare everything down. She had a lot going on up there, and this is sort of a multi-purpose space. She uses it to put makeup on. She also uses it to do schoolwork if she needs to. So I really wanted it to be functional for her and try to make the most out of it. I ordered these super cute 2-drawer box drawers. I'm not really sure what you would call them, for the desk. I thought it would be perfect because she can still put stuff inside of it. It looks much nicer than the little Rubbermaid container she had, and it also has a nice flat surface on top, so she can utilize that as sort of extra surface space, and she's not really losing anything. I also got this mirror on Amazon, which I thought would be perfect for her to sit and do her makeup, and I just thought it looked really pretty as well. So I have those things set up. I really wanted to keep this space as minimal as possible so that it didn't look super cluttered. So I thought I would leave her lamp over here and then just the essentials, and everything else I put in this drawer or I hid in bins in other places in the room. I wanted her to have somewhere to sit and use storage as well for that area, so I have this foldable storage bin, kind of like ottoman thing, and I'm going to use it to replace this open shoe storage bin because it's not really nice looking, and on top of it, there's just not a whole lot you can do with it. It just looks kind of jumbled. It's kind of better for the closet, but since she had it sitting out, it didn't look very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and put this together and use this as storage, and it also doubles as a seat for when friends come over, or a seat for when she wants to sit and put makeup on or to do schoolwork or anything like that. So very multi-purpose again, and I think it looks really nice. It's that same gray color, so it kind of matches the tones in the room too. I ordered her a new bedding set and new sheets, and I thought I filmed putting the duvet cover and the sheets on, but unfortunately it did not film. So this is the finished product once those two things were done. So I do apologize for that. I just ordered her neutral bedding because again, she's kind of getting older, and I wanted it to be something that if she switched her style, the bedding could still stay. The same thing with the rugs. She had colored rugs in the past, and I wanted to go with something neutral so that if she switches up anything, the rug will still match with whatever she's gonna do. I love this rug. I have the same rug in my bedroom, and it's recycled, which I think is so cool. It made it really affordable, and I just think it looks really pretty. They had them in a couple different colors. I just got the beige, I think it was, or tan, whatever they called it. I'll link it down below, but I really, really love it. It has tassels on the end, and I just think it turned out so cute with the rest of the room. Finally, I'm going to replace the drawer pull that I painted. It was definitely dry, and here's the finished product. I really love how Hannah's room turned out. I think that it does a great job of enhancing the things that she already had. Like I said, I didn't take anything away. I just rearranged things. It's still her style and her special things, but it kind of made it a little bit more cohesive, a little bit more grown up, and everything just kind of flows a little bit better. She came home and she was super surprised. She was really excited, and I'm so happy that she loved it. And I have to say that I've gone in her room every day since then for random things, and her room is put together, the bed is made, so I feel it gave her a lot more pride to take care of her things now too, because her room was put together. I will try to link everything again that I can down below because I did buy quite a few things on Amazon, but I really love how it turned out. I'm so happy that she is happy, and I was so happy to be able to do this for her. Here's the area with the twine and the clothespins. She hung up her photos because the clothespins actually came after she got home, so she was able to hang the photos up herself. I think it turned out so cute. And also here's the TV with the cord cover. Again, just looks a lot neater and cleaner. For the last thing that unfortunately did not come until the day after, I showed her the room. I got her this really cool hanging pendant lamp. I thought it was so fun. It was so fitting for her room, and Bryn helped me hang it, but it just kind of added that little bit of extra something. We did put a normal bulb in it when we first hung it, and then I decided to put an Edison bulb in it instead. So Hannah picked it out, and it's actually amber colored, but it still looks really cool. It kind of adds to the funky feel of the room, and I just think that it tops everything off. So that is it for the room makeover. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that it gave you some ideas if you're making over a teen room. And if you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I look forward to seeing you in the last couple videos for my March makeover series.